Hi, and welcome to my very own tips and budget friendly recommendations for a Filipino wedding. Okay, so step one, you need to get organizing. As per our case, we did not get an organizer, so we really had to do it on our own. We had to start from scratch. The first thing I did when we decided with our families that we will get married was I immediately opened spreadsheet or an Excel, whatever you like. And in there, I put everything that has to be done, the requirements, guests, and entourage. We started with a bigger list than what actually was executed. I believe there were only less than 80 people whom we invited for that very special event. And then you also have to include your budget and then the themes, souvenirs, gifts. I made a mind map um, in my own spreadsheet. So, what are the requirements? Okay, first things first, you need to have your own birth certificate. We all need our birth certificate, right? But if you still don't have yours, or if it's not updated, because it has to be updated via the new PSA system, you need to get it. You can actually do it online, or you could also go to your municipal or district or city hall. And then marriage license, this is something that you have to apply for. You have to go to your Sangguniang Bayan. Again, you can find this Sangguniang Bayan in your district or municipal or city hall. And then they also have their own list of documents that they need from you. So I can still remember community tax and then the form from them, which has to be notarized by a law firm. You have to have your own certificate of attendance to a pre-marriage seminar. They need this one so that they'll be able to approve your application for a wedding. And then Sanamar, you could apply online. If you're gonna get married at a Catholic church, these are the additional requirements. Baptismal certificate and the confirmation certificate. Um, there has to be a line in there indicated by the priest or whoever from the church saying this document is for marriage purposes. And then canonical interview. This will be done by the church where you're gonna get married at. Wedding or marriage permit. This is what is locally known as wedding bands. So you will get this from the church where you're gonna get married, and then you send it to your own local parish church. So I am from Inawayan. My husband is from Negros, and we got married in Toril. The form will be from the church where you're gonna get married at. And then list of names and then addresses of principal sponsors. That's very important. The church will prepare your marriage contract. So you need to give the church the list of your sponsors because they will be included in the final marriage contract. Okay, for the budget, note that these are all just approximations. Marriage license, it costs more or less 3,000 pesos. Inclusions were community tax, Sangguniang Bayan fee. I think it cost 600 or 700. So all of those things, that's for your marriage license. You have your Sinumar. Your Sinumar, you may order it online, which is easier, trust me, because they have this door-to-door delivery service. So you're just gonna order it online and then wait, and then they're gonna deliver it in less than a week. So 1,000 for the both of us. I believe it was just 400 per person. And then church documents, more or less 10,000. It includes your baptismal, your confirmation, because these are certificates that you will get. And then the wedding bands. This 10,000 also includes the seminars, the pre-Cana seminars. Yeah. And then church wedding fee package. This includes the flowers, the candles, but if you won't provide for your own, like the wedding veil, the candle, the flowers, stuff like that, you don't have to avail to any package at all. This package includes the electricity that will be used during your wedding.
I know you said to mind my business, but Cupid sent me on a mission that's got me sitting, wishing, waiting for your call. Let's be lucky people, you and me.
Step 2. You need to get in touch with your local distributors. One of a kind. The baker is my friend, Malaya. I'm just really good at it. The cake was really delicious. The cupcakes were delicious. And in fact, she also baked the cake for my husband's birthday. And for the catering service that we had, it was from Mami Pink's Lutong Bahay. It's really delicious. We had a very intimate wedding. I think only 60 people showed up, less than 80 people showed up, but there were a lot of food, and I believe it's just 28,000. And we already have lechon, we already have a lot of viand, ulam, and everybody was full, everybody was happy. The venue for our reception was held at Jardin del Roca here in Toril. It's less than 25,000, and it's already the whole place plus overnight plus unlimited guests plus you may use all the facilities and amenities of the resort. I really want to keep it affordable. So Jardin del Roca is really amazing. Thank you, Jardin del Roca. And also for the meat, we actually our entourage is very generous. They paid for their kasuotan. So my gown, it was customized in Bulacan, and my husband's barong was also customized in Bulacan. So it's ours. Um, we actually kept it. We framed it, and it's a very important memorabilia. Our bridesmaids and groomsmen, they had to rent for their own kasuotan, and they're really very generous and nice to do so. It's the last step. You have to focus. Kasi very important when you're gonna get married, the jitters and the nervousness and the everything is just flooding in your head, and you don't know if it's serotonin or oxytocin or if it's cortisol. You don't know which neurotransmitter, which hormone is working. All the planning, after all the processing for weeks and weeks on end, finally you're gonna get married. So finally you're gonna sign the marriage contract, and boom, I signed the wrong name. I signed the wrong name. So after the wedding, we had to go back to the church to sign again. So that's it. I hope you learned something from this video podcast. As I'm recording now, I realized that I was talking a lot. Probably will cut some of my blabber, but if not, I thank you for making it through the end and for listening. And if we were able to pull it off, you could also pull it off. You just need family members and friends who would support you. And always remember that whatever happens, it's your day. And when you look back at it like 5 years or 5 months from the wedding, you would realize that all of the hardships, all of the challenges that you met while processing for the wedding, those are just pictures collected along the way. Even the wedding itself, it's a picture collected along the way. And now it plays a big part of who you are, as a person in a relationship with someone. And I'm just very happy to be sharing all of these tips with you guys, to be talking about my wedding and at the same time trying to help you plan for yours. Thank you, and bye. Have a good day.
You are significant. Baby, you are significant.